onwards in our final month. We're underway in Week 14. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back. For a touchback. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Mahomes going to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. McKinnon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Well, 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 25-yard line. Throwing is Wilson. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. On 3rd down, Wilson. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away. Here's Hardman to return. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now McKinnon to start the drive. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run once more with McKinnon. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City 1st. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, brings up 4th down now. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Second down and another run with Edmonds. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Wilson. This one complete to the running back, Chase Edmonds. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They go play action now. Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their... sack of the game. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Chris Jones in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Making that play behind the line was Justin Simmons. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jerick McKinnon. Catches 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. And Denver getting set to take the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. Now Williams running left. He's got it to the 43 here. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And he's going to be about a yard or 2 short of the first here. He needed the 35 but didn't make it. Now Mason Crosby on for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. The kick by Crosby is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Baron Browning, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter. On fourth down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And coming out now, the Broncos. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to...
He's got a man, complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 35. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. Fights through, and now a crease. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Another first down there as this one goes for 25. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Wilson. He'll swing that out to Edmonds. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Thanks to Frank Clark, that play was doomed from the start. What a job defensively. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Now Mason Crosby on for the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Crosby is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, Barber, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Chiefs offense set to go. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles, is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group. And sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Here's Tommy Townsend on the punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Denver's offense now set to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
That's good. 4 on 10 for Broncos.
They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Wilson to throw. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the first.
And
Joseph Charlton on now to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Hardman on the return. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. On first down now, run with McKinnon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Mahomes. On the slant, he's got Hardman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Mahomes finding his burner, Hardman for the KC first. Now here's Mahomes. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards there on the catch and run. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he's brought down. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of... They fake the give. Now Mahomes. A quick throw, but incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 15 now. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And this is caught inside the 5. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
I'm liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Throwing is Wilson. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will do it for this first half. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come back, continue to throw the ball effectively.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Here's Wilson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get...
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will make this a 19-point game. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Denver's offense ready to go again. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
13 yards on the play. And the Broncos.
Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. Now Wilson. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the draw, here's Williams. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 10 more there and another first down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's taken in by Dulcich. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Wilson. Gets past one man. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Williams will take it in. Touchdown, Denver. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense can miss too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. But one thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's McKinnon on the draw. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. The 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will make this a 19-point game.
Broncos 16.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Running back Chase Edmonds gets set to start this next series. And the numbers for him pretty solid, really. He's run it well. He's caught it pretty well, but they're still far behind the 8 ball on the scoreboard.
Not able to use his talents, as you noted, to narrow the gap in the scoreboard. Sometimes it's a bend but don't break, right? He gets his yardage. That's cool, but it's not paying off on the scoreboard. They're not getting the points necessary. And if you're a defensive team, you'll give up that yardage for the kind of lead they have.
That's what I was going to ask you. Sometimes you say, let this guy do his thing. Let's control what we can control elsewhere.
Yeah, exactly. Take away the rest of the guys. Don't let them hurt you as well. But the biggest one is they've contained him well enough that they've been able to increase their lead.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action in Denver. Now a give to Edmonds. 73 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on
And look at this. It's a fake. Welcome back to Empower Field at Mile High. It's Bronco football as we get... Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there. So on fourth down, Andy Reid decides to send in the field goal unit. He hit his first, this one from 38. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but... Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important.
Partner under the lights in prime time.